It's Week 11 in the NFL, and the San Francisco 49ers are heading into a massive divisional showdown against the Arizona Cardinals, a matchup that could tell us a lot about where this team really stands. After an up-and-down stretch filled with injuries, adjustments, and questions about consistency, the Niners are now entering a critical phase of their season. Every game matters from here on out, especially with playoff positioning and division pride on the line. And while the Cardinals might not look like a powerhouse on paper, they're the kind of team that can make things uncomfortable if you take them lightly, something San Francisco simply can't afford to do. The energy around this game is mixed. Fans are hopeful but cautious. After that stretch of frustrating performances earlier in the season, followed by a much-needed bounce-back win, the 49ers need to prove they can sustain momentum. This isn't just about winning one game, it's about re-establishing dominance in the NFC West and showing that the team we saw early in the season, the confident, physical, fearless 49ers, is still very much alive. And that starts with how they handle business this week against Arizona. Now, let's talk about the injury situation, because that's been one of the biggest stories surrounding this team. For San Francisco, staying healthy has been a nightmare at times. Key players like Trent Williams, Deebo Samuel, and Christian McCaffrey have all been banged up at different points, and when any of them are missing, the offense just doesn't look the same. The good news heading into this game is that things are trending in the right direction. Trent Williams looks closer to full strength, and when he's out there, Brock Purdy plays with a lot more confidence. That blindside protection gives Purdy the time he needs to go through his reads and make accurate throws, something that's crucial against a blitz-heavy Cardinals defense. Deebo Samuel's presence is another game changer. When he's healthy, the entire offensive rhythm shifts. His physicality after the catch, his ability to line up anywhere on the field, and the energy he brings can spark the whole team. Without him, the offense feels a little flat, a little predictable. But when Deebo and McCaffrey are both active, it's a completely different animal, the kind of balanced, explosive attack that puts defenses on their heels. The 49ers need both of them on the field to reach their full potential, especially with the playoffs looming. As for Christian McCaffrey, he's been nothing short of incredible this season, even while playing through pain. His streak of consecutive games with a touchdown might have been broken recently, but make no mistake, he remains the heartbeat of this offense. The way Shanahan uses him, whether it's out of the backfield, in motion, or split wide, forces defenses to make impossible choices. If the Cardinals overcommit to stopping him, that opens up opportunities for Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle downfield. And speaking of Ayuk, he's quietly been one of the most reliable and dangerous receivers in the league. His route running, his hands, his focus, all elite. He might not be as flashy as some other names, but he's become the kind of player who shows up in the biggest moments. Defensively, this game is all about setting the tone early. The Niners' defense has been under the microscope after some inconsistent performances earlier in the season, especially during that 3-game skid. But with Chase Young now added to the mix opposite Nick Bosa, things have started to click again. The defensive line looks rejuvenated, faster, more aggressive, and more disruptive. When you've got two elite edge rushers like that, offensive lines are forced to pick their poison. Either double-team Bosa and let Young get loose, or try to play it straight and risk your quarterback getting buried. That kind of pressure changes everything. It creates turnovers, it forces bad throws, and it gives the secondary breathing room. Fred Warner continues to play at an all-pro level, commanding the middle of the field like a general. His leadership, instincts, and ability to diagnose plays are unmatched. And with Dre Greenlaw next to him, the linebacking core remains one of the best in football. But where this defense will really be tested is in the secondary. The Cardinals may not have a star-studded receiving core, but they do have speed and unpredictability, something that can hurt even great defenses if they're not disciplined. The Niners need to stay sharp in coverage, communicate well, and avoid giving up those explosive plays that can swing momentum. Now let's talk about the Cardinals side of things. Arizona is one of those teams that plays better than their record suggests. They fight hard, they're well coached, and they've got some sneaky talent. Kyler Murray's return changes everything for them. He's one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league when healthy. His ability to extend plays, make defenders miss, and create something out of nothing is dangerous. Even if he's not at 100%, the 49ers have to respect his mobility. That means keeping containment, maintaining discipline, and not over-pursuing. One missed assignment, one broken play, and Murray can turn it into a 40-yard gain. Defensively, the Cardinals will try to pressure Purdy and disrupt the 49ers' rhythm. Expect them to blitz from different angles and try to confuse the young quarterback. That's where Shanahan's game plan becomes crucial. Quick passes, screens, and motion plays can neutralize that aggression and create mismatches. If Purdy can stay calm, read the defense, and avoid costly turnovers, the Niners should be in control. But if he gets flustered early, Arizona will smell blood in the water. Another key to this game will be time of possession. When the 49ers are at their best, they dominate the clock. Long, methodical drives that wear down defenses and keep the opposing offense on the sidelines. McCaffrey and the run game are vital here. Even short gains matter as they set up play-action opportunities and keep the defense guessing. Shanahan's system thrives on balance. When he can mix it up between run and pass, the offense becomes nearly unstoppable. But when the Niners fall behind early and are forced to throw too often, things get risky. That's when mistakes can happen and momentum can shift. Brock Purdy's composure will be tested. He's shown maturity beyond his years, but this game is another opportunity for him to silence critics who still question if he can lead this team deep into the playoffs. He doesn't need to be spectacular, he just needs to be smart, efficient, and confident. Get the ball out quickly, trust your playmakers, and protect the football. The 49ers don't need hero ball, they need execution. Special teams could also play a bigger role than people think. Field position, kick returns, and even a clutch field goal could determine how this game swings. Jake Moody has had his ups and downs, but his confidence will be important. In a divisional game like this, every point matters. Emotionally, this is one of those games where leadership comes into play. The veterans, guys like Warner, Kittle, and Trent Williams, know how much this means. It's not just another regular season game. It's about setting the tone, making a statement, and proving that San Francisco is still the team to beat in the NFC West. The Rams are right there, the Seahawks are lurking, and the 49ers can't afford to stumble. A win here keeps them on track, restores confidence, and builds momentum for the final stretch of the season. Expect Shanahan to come out aggressive early. Scripted plays designed to put pressure on the Cardinals' defense and give Purdy some early rhythm. Don't be surprised if they open up the playbook a bit, maybe even throw in some creative wrinkles to catch Arizona off guard. The Niners know they can't sleepwalk through this one. They need to start fast, finish strong, and keep their foot on the gas from the first snap to the final whistle. As for a prediction, this should be a game the 49ers win if they play their brand of football. The Cardinals will bring energy and fight, but San Francisco's overall talent and depth should be the difference. Expect a few tense moments, maybe a turnover or a big Kyler Murray play, but in the end, the 49ers' physicality, balance, and experience should prevail. I'm calling it 27-17, 49ers take it. Not a blowout, but a solid, professional win that reminds everyone this team is still dangerous. The key takeaway for fans is this. If the 49ers want to make a real run, this is the stretch where they need to tighten everything up. Health, execution, and consistency. Every mistake from here on out will be magnified. Every win will build belief. Every week is a chance to prove that this team is more than just potential, that they're built to finish. Because the window is open right now. The roster is stacked, the coaching is elite, and the time to capitalize is now. No more excuses, no more letdowns. It's time to play 49ers football the way it's meant to be played. So buckle up, Niners fans. Week 11 is about more than just beating the Cardinals. It's about rediscovering identity, proving resilience, and sending a message to the rest of the NFL. The San Francisco 49ers are still here, still dangerous, and still coming for that Lombardi trophy.